here is how home coloration looks like. Hi! So, I'm after the working day and my hair does not look fresh because it was fog outside. I do not look fresh because I didn't sleep well. But as they say, nothing stops the idea the time of which has come. So I'm gonna colorize my hair back to natural right away. First thing we should do to make this tutorial helpful and useful for someone maybe is to analyze my natural hair depth color, and I'm gonna add photos showing my natural hair color which was quite long ago, I think 7 or 8 years ago, but anyway, I do not think that it changed a lot since then. I will attach them somewhere here and you may have a look. And I understand that this is artificial light, but still it gives some impression on what is my base. And I'm gonna try to get into this by creating a formula that gives same result after being applied on this empty bleached hair. Let's try. I will eventually find the light that represents my natural hair color in the most adequate way. Let's start with some theory you need to know. To get my natural color, I am taking level 7 natural shade plus level 8 golden shade. Why should you proceed like this when you try to colorize empty bleached hair? Just because if you take other shades and do not put these natural yellow-red pigments in your empty hair, then you will simply get blue or green or very dark gray hair, even not dark but dirty and dull, and that's not what you want to get. As with any new experimental hair coloration, you should always make a test. That's why I'm taking a small amount of dyes, adding developer, and getting my test mixture. So, I need to do this test till my dye isn't oxidized without being applied on my hair. I should do it really quickly. And I need to apply it in such a way that it comes up to the roots, so that I can compare having it very close to the roots and see if it matches the natural color as much as possible. Where to do this? Because probably I will not dye today. Maybe the dyes shades are not good enough. So it's quite a challenge to separate it and to record the video in the meanwhile simultaneously, but I will do this. Here I selected this part of hair so that it's not too big, because I don't want to work with this dark hair part on my head in case it's not successful. So I hope you see it, because I don't have time to check the focus. I separated a small section and it should be applied on wet hair. So I'm making it wet. I didn't want to wash the whole head because I was not sure that these shades are good for me and that I will colorize the whole head this evening. This is just a start, a test, an experiment. Now it's wet and I can try. I can try it on. It's very exciting. And I try to not get into my roots area as far as it's possible. Because in spite of the fact that oxidant is very low, it's only 10 volume, if I'm not mistaken, 1.9% is 10 volume. It's even 6 volume. So it's extremely low, but it still may change the natural color. And I don't want this because I will not get a base for comparison. So I need to do it accurately. I will go closer to the mirror. So what I thought now is I need to check out how long this should stay on my hair to make it colorized. I will check it and tell you how long I kept it. And maybe this percent of developer is not enough. Luckily, I have 3% developer, 10 volume. So in case it's not enough, I will be able to do another test and check if it will be enough. But now I should just wait and see what I get. So interesting what I've got here. Wow, it looks dark, but I think this might be the right color. I will wash it off and show you dry version. So that's why you always have to do this test part of hair. But I am still very excited, and I really want this change to happen today. Wow, I missed dark hair so much. Turning back to the previous thought, you always have to do a test part of hair because, have a look, it's not matching my natural color. It's lighter. And let me show you here so that you see it's a lot lighter. So I'm considering making another test with 3% developer, but it will take additional time, but I think it's worth it. In case it remains the same, I think I will still colorize all my head and get closer to my hair color in 3 weeks or in a month when I colorize it one more time. But now I really want this change. I need it, and I think it will look good on me. So the transition back to natural is very likely to happen. But now let's check 3% developer, what I will get with it. You know what? I don't want to make this test. I will just combine 1.9 and 3% developer, or 6 volume and 10 volume together in equal proportions to get a 8 volume developer and get my whole head colorized in such a way, because I see and it seems to me like I'm satisfied with this color, and that's what I want to have. So some people may laugh at me in the comments, saying that that's a totally women's logic, wants to get into her natural color, makes a test, does not get into it, still colorizes hair. But let it be. No problem, I am okay with this, totally. Here is how home coloration looks like. Ideally, very budget, but it's 10 times cheaper. So this is my pudding souffle. This is my dye, and I mixed it with a mixer because it's more convenient for such a quantity. And now it's time for the change. I will not record the application, you got the idea from the test part, and I will apply it just using my hands. I'm not afraid of going into the roots area because now I understand that it will not touch it as long as the result is even slightly lighter than the roots, so it can go on the roots. So I will basically apply it like a shampoo and a conditioner, but I will try to do it as evenly as possible, so that I got an even color. Here is what I'm going to tell you. If you colorize your hair, you colorize not only your hair, you colorize everything. The bathroom, the mirrors, carpet, your clothes, your body, everything. Everything will be colorized, but that's how home application looks like. Do it yourself. Anyway, I applied everything and now I am waiting. So I waited the necessary time and now I will wash it off, dry, and show you the result. Ta-da! A little disclaimer, this is not my natural color. It's different, it differs, but I like it so much. I feel that this change has already gotten ready. I was ready for this change for quite a long period of time and was not brave enough to finally implement this idea, but now I'm happy. Next month I will slightly adjust the formula so it repeats my natural color. Now it feels like the shades have slightly excessive redness. Red pigment is too much, and I understand what I plan to do and I will do it. I will record another video for those who might be interested. But as of now I feel like this is a great initial coloration after having a bleached hair, because this is a kind of pre-pigmentation. Yes, this is a process when you need to put natural pigments, yellow and red, for them to fix in an empty porous hair, and so that next time it will slightly wash off, and I will put other shades which will create a color similar to mine, or maybe some other interesting color like pearl shade and so on. But as of now I feel like this is a great change for me.